Damage. We'll have Walt in just a minute, but we're going to check in with Tony Petrarca now.
All right, I want to go back to that live picture, our fleet cam, Skycam from Providence, and what looks like snow is actually, we're getting some hailstones. If you look very closely, you can see these white specks going on by, and those are hailstones, small hailstones right now. So this particular strong thunderstorm moving through the Providence metro area right now, you can see sort of that fuzzy kind of what looks like snowflakes coming by the camera lens. And we are looking live at hail coming down in Providence right now. All right, obviously we've got a lot to cover here. And so we're going to go to a live pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, and you can see the orange and yellows and reds moving into the Providence metro area right now. These storms have had the history of some hail, some damaging winds, some frequent lightning, along with torrential downpours. The morning commute, I've got to believe, from 295 and 95 must be at a near standstill in some of these downpours, almost like driving through a car wash. So if you're expecting a loved one home from the commute, more than likely this will be slowed. These storms are tracking off in this direction out of the east and southeast at around 40 miles per hour. There's one cell near Norwich, Connecticut, getting ready to head into southern Rhode Island. In fact, a severe thunderstorm warning now has been extended for Providence, Kent, and Washington County. We can hear the thunder, the claps of thunder here at our studios. I want to switch over now to the lightning tracker. Numerous cloud-to-ground lightning strikes. Let me shut the radar off and just show you the lightning itself. These are cloud-to-ground lightning strikes within the last 30 minutes. And in this particular map view, you can see the counter on the lower right. We're talking over 5,000 lightning strikes, cloud-to-ground lightning strikes within the last half hour. So these storms remain strong to severe as they track off to the south and east at about 45 miles per hour. We'll turn the radar back on. And what I'd like to do now is actually take a cross-section of these storms. By looking at them in 3 dimensions, we can get a better idea as to how they're behaving, whether or not they're getting stronger or weaker. And we've seen in the last roughly 30 minutes perhaps a slight intensification with this storm. And what we're doing when we look at these in 3 dimensions, we're looking to see how tall or how high they extend up into the atmosphere. And what myself and Pete Mangione have seen now in the last roughly half hour, they have gotten a little stronger now, extending up to about 22,000 feet. So they are healthy thunderstorms. We can kind of go around and take a look at them in all directions, and we can see that they have the potential to produce some gusty wind as well as some damaging wind gusts as they track off to the south and east. Let me show you some other graphics here. We're thinking the potential of the strongest thunderstorms would be the areas shaded in red. That's not to exclude the south coast. I certainly don't want to do that, but we think the strongest cells will be in our interior areas where the coastline, they'll come down in a weakened fashion, but strong storms nonetheless. You can see the lightning tracker as these storms track from northwest to southeast. And here's where the current severe thunderstorm warnings are located. The areas in red until 6:45. So these storms are happening right now for the next roughly 90 minutes. We're not going anywhere. Myself and Pete still analyzing the data. We'll be back very shortly with more updates as necessary.
All right, thanks, Tony. The first round of severe storms